Strange to say, I don't know how the Endgame's product strategy is determined, and I feel a bit amateurish. There was basically no warm-up before the release of XM2w. Before that, I predicted XM2w, and there was only XM2w product introduction on the official website, so I always thought that XM2we was XM2w later. On the little blue bird of the Endgame, I found some news about XM2we sent last year. One of the Notion videos briefly introduced the product difference between XM2we and XM2w. I checked the third-party inspection report of XM2we, and it was submitted for inspection in September last year, indicating that the product should have been approved and started at the beginning of last year. But XM2w has been publicized to the outside world. The difference between XM2we and XM2w lies in the sensor, one 3370, the other 3389, the main control, one CX52850, the other STM32WB35 dual-core, and micro-movement. I don't know if this kind of confusing operation is a strategy thought up for better sales, or because the Endgame is not familiar with the development of wireless mouse products and needs to test the waters. In short, looking at it this way, the brand promotion is not very focused, and it is a bit amateurish. The overall mold appearance and details basically continued the XM style, and the wired XM mold is exactly the same without any change. The logo of the previous Endgame on the back was moved to the front of the side skirt. The mouse contact surface is coated, which feels skin-friendly and sweat-proof, which is very close to the coating of Ice Leopard. This is to be commended. The feel of a coated mouse is vastly different from an uncoated mouse. The charging port is very shallow, with an upturned appearance, which is officially called angle stress relief, which is a bit pretentious. Personally, I think this is the most suitable mouse mold for FPS gamers. Of course, small hands may not be able to handle it, so medium and large hands are needed. You can read more videos about XM1r. Kaihyu Go is optical fretting. The actual feel is average, the key cover feels uneven, the touch is heavy, and it is not very crisp. It's not the pleasant click that the Endgame itself claims. I guess this may not be a problem with the micro movement itself, but the internal structure appearance of the mouse button cover. The Kaihyu official website does not update the specific information of the so-called Kaihyu Go optical micro motion, so the relevant parameters cannot be found, but the product structure diagram of Kaihyu Go is disclosed in the Notion video of Endgame, which is very confusing. The TTC in the encoder is quite satisfactory, with a slight sense of procrastination. If you ask me whether it is good or not, it is hard to say, but if you want to use this wheel to play KZ, it must not be suitable, and there is no big problem for ordinary use. There is a ring of foot stickers around the sensor opening, and the position is basically centered. In Endgame's own words, the power consumption of 3370 is slightly higher, so larger battery is used, and the weight cannot be reduced. I think this is unreasonable. Using a mouse with a 3370 lower than 63 grams is a big problem. It is still an appearance problem, so large molds test the internal structure for lightweight appearance. There is nothing to say about 3370. The public version of the plan is very mature, and there is no need to draw wells and circles for testing. I am not particularly satisfied with the Endgame's first wireless mouse, mainly in terms of micro hand feel, and may have higher expectations. However, XM's molds are indeed very good, with excellent support, and it can be seen that the mold designers understand the players' minds very well. First make an XM2we, and then make XM2w. XM2w has no serious publicity. I really don't understand this operation. If you can accept 3370 and a slightly inferior MCU main control chip, and spend $80 to experience the wireless XM, then XM2we is completely enough without waiting for XM2w. Of course, if you really like the appearance of the Endgame and hope to experience the top configuration XM2w, you can also do the same as this brother. What do you think of the new mouse? Write your opinion in the comments below. Thanks for watching, have a nice day and see you soon.